name's Teresa Foulger. I'm the lead professional for the hearing team in Warwickshire. I'm also a multi-sensory impairment teacher, so I support deaf and blind students, and I'm a specialist teacher for complex needs. We've been using the PODS now since March last year. We've got the PODS pop in the sub-aqua, which is like a little tent, and then we've got the inflatable PODS pod, which is a blow-up one with the safaris theme. They've been going out to schools so that they can explore how they can use them, how easy they are to put up, what advantages they give, and how they support all the students. We've found it's boosted language and communication, it's given them the safe space, the quiet, calm area they need, and it's also given us an area where they've started to interact with some of the peers. In one of the schools we've been in, we had one pupil who is very much in their own world. They don't really watch what's going on around them, they're not really bothered, don't engage particularly. And we'd had some of the other students come across and go into the pod, and then she bum shuffled across and sat at the door, and we just stood back and just waited, and she went in, she lay down, she put her feet up, and she was just looking around at everything and pulling the animals towards her. And it was just amazing that for the first time she'd come to something, if you like, adult directed. It wasn't on her terms, it was on ours. And she stayed in there for quite a long time. We had another young lad who was really excited about the tent, and he was bopping around, and that was fine because the tent just wobbled, it wasn't an issue. And then we put the story on, and he immediately became the bus driver. He was putting us into the bus, and then he was doing the story as it was being told, and he was pointing out the animals on the scenes inside for us to look at as the animal sounds were mentioned, or the animal was mentioned in the story. It's giving them a reason, an incentive to communicate, and whether that's just the first vocalisation, or whether that's engaging with somebody else, whether that's making up their own little story or taking on the story that's there, it's so much more than we perhaps thought they were going to be. Schools are loving them because they're just so easy to put up. You don't need a big space, they can go in the corridor, they can go in a classroom. It's giving them that sensory room that all schools want. It's giving them that safe space, that quiet area that we know from pupils, from their own voices, are telling us they want a space that's safe, that's calm, that's quiet. It's just ticking all those boxes for everybody. I can't explain it, you just need to see it. You just need to have them and see them, to see the reaction of all the students. You know, even if they're just going in and they've got pillows and a blanket and they just lie down inside it, that calmness it brings to them is just brilliant so quickly. I really hope schools go with it and pick them up, because it means you don't have to build a space, they go into the space you've got, and they're so versatile, you can just move them around and they meet so many children's needs.